MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Miles Michaelis is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
So stepping in, Jimmy Rollins. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Jimmy Rollins.
In there for strike 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Batting second.
Next for the Tigers, Keith Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Damon is there. 2 gone.
Batting third, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Next up for Detroit, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball just missed above the zone.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder. Dave Kingman would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Damon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. It's the Tigers nothing. Tribe coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Johnny Damon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Indians, the center fielder.
Now the pitch.
Johnny Damon.
Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Yoma Sanchez.
In now for Cleveland, Yolmer Sanchez. First pitch on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And now a pitch on the way.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Into the box, Fred McGriff. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Has a look, now the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-0 home.
Ball 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Two and 1 to the Indians' first baseman.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Juan.
Here now is Juan Soto. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Sanchez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Robinson.
To the plate now, Brooks Robinson. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Two men are on with 2 men out. Fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A pause. And the 0-2.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Indians strand a couple. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Dave Kingman.
Number 10, Dave Kingman.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Damon is there. One pitch, one out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 21, Nick Markakis.
Stepping up now, Nick Markakis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
At the plate, Yohan Moncada.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 13, Yohan Moncada.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Counts 1-0.
One out, nobody on. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. The 1-1 is a slider swung on and missed away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Outside for a ball, 1-1. In for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Throwing to second, but he'll be in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
At the plate now, Tucker Barnhart to right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
In now, Michael Bush.
Batting ninth, the second
And he'll
baseman,
watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Bush stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was taken in the 10th round during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Tigers 3 and the Indians nothing. Last half of the second set to go, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Here's Javier Baez. In previous duels with DeGrom, just 3 for 14. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
3-0 to him now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
2 on here with 1 man out. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's down.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
First and second now, one man out. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians' DH.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with two strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So now to the plate, Johnny Damon, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fastball's fouled off to the left, and he falls behind now. 0-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Hit on the ground toward the left. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home.
Inside, ball 2.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitters on base.
The first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. No balls and 1 strike. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll get back in standing. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Meadows has it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Ready for another chance? Andrew McCutcheon. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Runners on first with one down. Two balls and a strike to count. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 2-1 on the ground to the right side, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
Clearly should have been content to just move up 90 feet on the hit to right, but they were thinking first to third all the way. The right fielder came up and delivered a seed to third to get his man. Not a real tough throw, but it was a good one.
Standing in now, Dave Kingman, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate, Nick Markakis, as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Damon is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Tigers strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the third now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Yolmer Sanchez. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Popped up. Hernandez shading to his right. One down.
Up next for Cleveland, the first baseman, Fred McGriff.
Striding in for the Indians, Fred McGriff, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says the third base umpire Patrick Johnson. It's ball 1. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
1-1.
Ball inside.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Brooks Robinson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The 3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So digging in now, Brooks Robinson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And that's taken for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner on first with 2 away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Now at the plate, Austin Meadows looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
And that's in there, 2-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. All even now, 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Indians have come back to tie things at 3.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Gary.
Into the box, Gary Carter. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. We played 3 full. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Tigers.
Ready now, Yohan Moncada. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Moncada.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Hoskins brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
To 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
The 2-0.
Hey. Count 2-1.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Javier Baez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Javier Baez.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey. 0-1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Hey.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Peterson, a 6'1" left-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the 11th round during the 2020 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
To the plate now, Johnny Damon. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he misses again. 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Two balls and a strike now. 3 runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and moving into the batter's box next will be Yolmer Sanchez. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Throw is up the line as it gets away.
You know, I think he tried to be even quicker with his pickoff throw over to first that time than the move he showed earlier. And when you do that, sometimes your feet and arm aren't in sync and it causes you to throw it away just like that one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. From the stretch, the 1-2 down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. 1-2. Here it is, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Indians leave 1. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. Standing in, Michael Busch. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lined into left center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now, and he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Michael Busch has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Rollins, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. And he fouls this one off. And that misses 2-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Fouled off. Three runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Line drive, base hit to right. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
At the plate now, Keith Hernandez. Pitch popped up, and no one will track it down. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And he lays off for ball one.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball two.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 home. This pitch is popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 4-3 game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Andrew McCutchen. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through for a hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
The left fielder, number 10, Dave Kingman.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Ryan Helsley comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are two on here with nobody out.
Ryan Helsley.
So now to the plate, Dave Kingman.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
A 1 pitch on its way.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Fouled away. First and second here with nobody out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Looking at his career totals, Moncada possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. The 1-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Sanchez barehanded. Touche, sir. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Tigers lead it 5-3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and here comes the first baseman, Fred McGriff.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
1 man out now in the Cleveland 5th. And that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Kingman is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 5, Robinson.
Now in the box, Brooks Robinson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Pitch on the way. 3-1 to him now. And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Ready once again, Austin Meadows. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 1-0 home.
Ball inside.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
A shot down the first baseline. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Tigers 5 and the Indians 3. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Pitch on the way.
2 balls, no strikes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The count now at 2-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Pitch on the way. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher,
Tucker Barnhart will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat.
Outside, that's the ball.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners on the move for second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Bush. Here's the first pitch to him. On the outside black. Good pitch called for a strike. And he misses with it. 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Jimmy Rollins. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Tigers.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Detroit is out in front, 5-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter.
Gary Carter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is.
Ball. That's inside.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
The 3-1 pitch.
Hey! Count is 3-2.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And this one's on the inside corner. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count.
1-2.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Back goes Kingman. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Josh Peterson.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jock Peterson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Grounded to the right. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Ryan Stanek is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Andrew McCutchen. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 10, Dave Kingman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dave Kingman. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Bases are empty. One man out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch to 2-2 now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Stepping in, Nick Markakis. He went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
Fastball just inside.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
He's running. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, the third baseman, Yohan
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
First and second now, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Damon is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Rhys Hoskins. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
At the plate, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Tigers get just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Tigers 6 and the Indians 3. Adam Kolarek is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Adam Kolarek.
Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Johnny Damon.
The center fielder, Johnny Damon.
From the stretch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second. He's on his way to third. And the Indians have an early threat here in the inning. It's a leadoff triple.
Now batting.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get the third, and he made it happen.
Stepping in now, Yolmer Sanchez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Kolarek has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Riding in once again, Fred McGriff. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. He's right there, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Now batting, Juan Soto. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be fouled away. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Here now the 2-2. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Keith Folk takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 29, Keith Folk.
Into the box, Brooks Robinson. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. 8th inning coming up. Tigers lead this one 6-4. Alex Reyes is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Now at the plate, Michael Bush. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Michael Bush.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
And he fouls this one off. Reyes is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Rollins.
Standing in now, Jimmy Rollins. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Line towards center field. Damon is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
Coming to the plate now, Keith Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball back low.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
2 out, nobody on. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. They're up 6-4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder Austin Meadows.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 2-1 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Hit softly on the ground to first. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
Standing in, Gary Carter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch.
No, that's down.
In there, and it's even at 1.
1-1.
One out, nobody on. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
In now, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
0-2 count, and the pitch. A little tardy on that swing, as it's well wide of first. Another 0-2 coming. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Baez will head for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he misses 2-1.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2 out here and a runner at second. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Up next to Cleveland, the center fielder, Johnny.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006. The 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller.
Andrew Miller.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Johnny Damon. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock. but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Two men are on with two men out. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Two down, runners at first and second. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that's going to land foul. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Once again, a 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Indians strand a couple. They trail it here 6-4. Striding in to start the ninth, Dave Kingman, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 now. Their count now at 2-2. Here it comes. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the ninth.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
So now to the plate, Nick Markakis as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Bases are empty. One man out. And here's another one that misses to the Tiger right fielder as he moves ahead 2-1 now.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball. Figuring out and finding that release point.
Left side, but well foul. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
So here's Yoan Moncada. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Soto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still lead it 6-4. Warren spot if the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Warren Spahn.
Digging in, Yolmer Sanchez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here it comes. Spahn, a 36-year-old veteran. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
2-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Now to the plate, Fred McGriff. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Nobody out, runner on first. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Kingman's there to make the catch, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Juan Soto.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Juan Soto. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground. That's through a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Jake Marisnick will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 16. Jake.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Brooks Robinson. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch coming. Here it is. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. McCutchen comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Digging in once again, Austin Meadows. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Gary Carter is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Ready with the 1-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Last strike now for Cleveland. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Adam Ottavino takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
Adam Ottavino.
Javier Baez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. The 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Struck him out, so a great job of working out a certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's what you call flirting with disaster right there. Tying run on third, winning run on second, but that's where they stay. Hangs on to get the save, and that's all that matters.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Tigers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jacob deGrom earns his first win of the season. Miles Mikolas was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 6 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For Cleveland, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jacob deGrom. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Miles Mikolas. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Babe Ruth will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
So striding forward now, Jackie Robinson. He will lead this one off today.
The afternoon for Kansas City, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there, and he's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. So here's the Royals DH, Brian Reynolds. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Reynolds sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Bryce Harper, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Bryce Harper.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball. 1-0.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
1 out, nobody on. On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Now the payoff pitch home. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Yordan Alvarez. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-0 count, the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they'll hold the lead runner at third, but the batter does end up making it to second with only one away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The 1-0. Harper on third. Alvarez is over at second with one down in the inning. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Payoff pitch one more time. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Digging in, Fernando Tatis Jr. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch.
Ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball four. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Into the box now, Jason Giambi. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2. Right side, fair ball down the line. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Two-seamer fighting to get inside, and he closed the screen door right there. Nice base hit down the line.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Up next is Danny Jansen. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Royals lead it 5-0. Chris Sale is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
At the plate, Rod Carew. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Rod Carew.
And the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
The 2-0.
Ball. 3 balls, no strikes.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
To the plate now, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
1 strike.
To 2-2 now. Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Nobody out, runner on first. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
For the first pitch, a check at first. Runners back. Into the box, Jim Edmonds, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
1-1.
2-1 to Edmonds. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
And this is swung on and missed. A good pitch makes Edmonds a strikeout casualty for out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate now, David Ortiz, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Fastball just inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here it comes, 2-0.
Hey, right. 2-1.
Two out with the man at first.
Hey.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
A man left for the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jackie Robinson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 1-0. Now the 1-1 pitch.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Running hard, he's digging for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Lucas Sims enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Lucas Sims.
Into the box now, Brian Reynolds. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A runner in scoring position with none out. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Bryce Harper is on deck. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Runner at third here, nobody out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And a sixth run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-0.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
1-1 the count now.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the pitch.
Ball.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2. Here it comes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1 is strike two, swinging.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Carew is right there. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Royals 6 and the White Sox nothing. Ready now for the White Sox. Robin Yount. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Hey. Ball. 2-2.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 6, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
Up next for Chicago, Mitch Garver. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
One out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right, but foul. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Also a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. From the belt, the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. And the pitch misses low and away for ball two. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he misses again. Ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Runners are at first and second with one away. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping in, Rod Carew. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ball 1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Carew playing here in his age 31 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So no runs in the inning despite 3 walks as they couldn't make him pay. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Royals are on top 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for Kansas City.
Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran 3rd baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
No balls and a strike to count. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
So now to the plate, Jason Giambi. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Giambi, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2020 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
None out, runners at first and second. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes a stroll out to the mound, and with a pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason, and to trust what got him here is good enough to get him through this.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to
9.
protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
To the plate now, Danny Jansen, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled off. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Good battle. Count remains full.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And another foul ball. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Another one sent foul. The next 3-2. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up and nothing productive comes out of that.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Jackie Robinson, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. Royals wind up leaving them loaded. They lead it 6-0. Striding in, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Right side. And Robinson will throw him out. 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and stepping in the veteran center fielder Jim Edmonds. First offering on its way. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The designated hitter, number 34, David Ortiz.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, David Ortiz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the 4th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Brian Reynolds. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No. No.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Now here's the pitch.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
3-2 to the Royals' designated hitter.
3 balls, 2 strikes, full count.
Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
At the plate, Bryce Harper 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. The 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2 balls.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Yordan Alvarez waits on deck. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
At the plate now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Six runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And he is in there.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll make it back in safely at third. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Here's the 3-0. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 3-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Racing back the center fielder. Still ranging back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues.
And with one swing of the bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Caleb Ferguson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Jason Giambi. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Ferguson features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Two and 1 to the Royals' first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year as they just continue to pour it on here. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping out of here.
You know, D-Roll, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
Byron Buxton is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. One out, nobody on. 3-2, a full count to the Royal center fielder.
3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Stepping up to the plate, Danny Jansen. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Jackie Robinson. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. And that's a fair ball. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to home on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on Show Track is about as fast as you'll ever see. And he ended up making that play not even close. Into the box, Brian Reynolds, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is